I'm not going to take much time at all, but a couple weeks ago, after being in an Oregon Bicycle Tourism Partnership meeting, talking about big ideas for biking in Oregon, I sort of thought, well, why don't we open that up to more folks, including the people that decided this. So I did that and launched just a really sort of quick and dirty contest, asking people to send in their big ideas, and I thought it would be a way for me. I got several free passes from the Cycle Oregon folks. I appreciated that, to bring some new folks here. And I would let one of them, the grand prize winners, announce or present their big idea. So we're going to do that today. But just want to let people know the other two that won, so I picked two that I was just going to share with you, and one that we're going to hear from someone about here. And let's see, so the other two that aren't going to necessarily be presented, but I wanted to share, someone had the idea for bike offsets, just like we do offsets in other markets. These would be that car commuters and businesses and employ lots of drivers purchase offsets from a bank of bike offsets. The bike offsets are created by recruiting new bike commuters or paying them to commute or purchasing them from new bike shop, paying for maintenance, etc. So there's one idea. And the other idea that I thought was a winner out of total probably about 50 ideas come in. So the other one I thought was worth mentioning is the new policy to let bikes fly free in and out of Portland Airport. That's an idea that actually has some legs and some things where people can actually work on that a little bit. Maybe we can, instead of going to the airlines and making it a business proposition, which in the airline business is not a really feasible topic these days, going to maybe PDC or looking at some state subsidies, travel Oregon, something like that, to kind of encourage that kind of thing to happen. So the idea that I picked out that I thought was the best big idea, it's not necessarily a far-fetched idea in some regards, but in some ways it is. And the first line is what really got my attention. Here it is. I think there ought to be a bicycle equivalent of the Pacific Crest Trail, only along the coast. That was I love that idea because it's just far-fetched enough. We're talking dedicated, separated pathway for bikes, and anybody else who wants to do it who's an active transportation member. On the coast, I love the coast route. I think it's completely inadequate the way it is now in a lot of places, although it's sort of an internationally famous route that everybody loves. And we could actually use a lot more focus and effort in making it world-class. I think it would be a boon to the state and be just a fantastic tool. So I have my friend Dan Kaufman come here today to introduce this. He also had an idea that wasn't exactly that, but it included that. And the guy that actually had that idea lives in another state, couldn't make it today. So Dan Kaufman has agreed to come today to share a little bit more about that.
Hey, Kaufman, what's the big idea? You want a big idea? Okay, Oregon, let's build a Coast Highway 101 for bikes. Oregon's Bike Freeway 101. It's true, there's a bike lane on Highway 101, and many of us bike enthusiasts love that route. The incredible vistas, with no offshore oil rigs, I might add. Parks and great towns along the way. But let's talk about a bicycle freeway from Astoria to Brookings. Okay, I want you to clap if you take your parents and your young children, hypothetical if necessary, on bicycles on any section of Highway 101 today. Okay, good. How old are you kids?
5.
5? I said young children. Okay, good. It's all relative. Anyhow, okay, that's about what I expected. Now, but before I ask the next question, let's back up and define a bicycle freeway. It's a dedicated paved path that rarely interfaces motorized vehicles. And it's designed so pedestrians can also feel comfortable walking along This idea is too big. Really? Right now, I can buy a motorized bicycle from Harley-Davidson, pop Granny on the back, and we could travel just about to any town in the state on paved road at high speed. But we can't, meaning Grandma that is, we can't ride safely on bicycles along one of the most beautiful coastlines in the world? Really? Maybe our priorities are messed up. Much of Highway 101 in Oregon follows a path that has been traveled by human power for thousands of years. But somewhere along the way, we gave up that right-of-way, or at least parts of it, to motor vehicles only. And we did it freely, too. They got it for free. So this big idea is not just a matter of luxury for eco-tourists. It's a matter of fairness and giving back what has been lost. But fairness is often expensive. However, with this big idea, I think it's not. Just imagine the increase in tourism dollars coming to the Oregon coast from all over the world for a bicycle freeway, if a bicycle freeway were built. The 200,000 plus residents, permanent residents that is, down the coast, I think they'd appreciate it. And they might even appreciate even more the fact that they could now commute by bicycle or foot without fear of being mowed down by a runaway motorhome. You see, in this big idea, everybody wins. And towns in the valley might just want to connect to this Bike Freeway 101. And then heck, how about a Bike Freeway 99? Think about all those classic Oregon towns along the way. Now they're already doing this from Ashland to Grants Pass. And the next thing you know, Bend, Kay Falls, Pendleton, Burns, they'll all want in on it. And people will demand a route to Crater Lake and the Steens Mountains. Maybe Bike Freeway 101 is not such a big idea. Maybe it's a good idea. Maybe it's a why didn't we think of this sooner idea. And I'd say carpe diem. Now it's true, I'm not a politician. I'm not an engineer or backhoe operator. But I do have a video camera and a guitar and a website, break my chain. And I'll use my tools to help make it happen.